All right, Jake Wightman, 5th place, 3rd Brit, but you're coming away with a nice PB in the mile, the Bowerman Mile here. What are your initial takeaways from that race?
I'm probably not happy with it. Not disappointed with it. It was just probably mediocre from what I expected of myself. I thought there was a chance going into it that you don't know how anyone else is going because no one's really raced. You just know how you're going, and I felt I was going pretty well. So I was like, well, if I'm in the right position and I feel good, there's a chance to try and hit the front and see what I can do. And I felt like that probably until about 200 to go. I got bullied a little bit by the others in the race, which I wasn't too pleased with. Like, I kind of let them into spots that I should have had, just to avoid the ag of having to hold someone off for too long, which I shouldn't really be doing that. But yeah, it's a standard, which is what I needed, but probably a lot of realisation that there's still further work to do.
What's been the most difficult thing coming back here, racing at this level?
Just having a year out of racing and then first one. Well, I did a few in Oz and a few in, and one in Boston when just in that winter stuff was just trying to see what I could get out of that part of the year. But for my first proper 15 mile back, to go in a field like that was tough. But good for me. I was saying to the guys down there, it's like I did Oslo a couple of years ago and went up against Ollie and Jakob, and they beat me by a couple of seconds, and you kind of need that kick out the backside sometimes to know that you can't be complacent with where you're at. There's still a lot more and a lot better that I need to get before I'm at my best come hopefully July.
Not to like lean too much into this, Jakob and Josh thing, but do you feel forgotten in a way? Is that sort of an edge, that you use, a chip on the shoulder that you use at all over the last couple of years?
Realization, especially coming back here, I was like, it'd be nice to be welcome back. I haven't won it before, but that year just gets forgotten about as soon as there's another one. And the way the years panned out, and I only had 1 year at World Champ, coming into this with no title and kind of a lot more focus on everybody else was not frustrating because it's feels a long time ago. But I was hoping I could kind of spring some surprises there, and it would prove at the point that you shouldn't get forgotten about.
Right.
But for me, it's a good thing to be under the radar. That's how I'm looking at it. It's nice to be able to go into it again with just no kind of pressure or no target on my back, and just being able to go there and see how far I can get again this year.
I know you're a bit frustrated about today, but how fun has it been being healthy, being back out there?
Yeah, it's good. It's you forget how exciting it is to see the shape building. All of last year I saw that for moments, but then I was dealing with a lot of pain to get to that point. Whereas this year, it's been nice doing track sessions that I know are as good as I've done, or it's that feeling of feeling effortless, running quick. I haven't had that for 2 years, so to get back into that, and especially the 800 stuff, when you run a good 800 and it feels good, that's a great feeling, that's the best. So to get that last week was nice, and you forget how stressful racing is. That's the other thing, is you have to go out there and perform, and having not done it for so long, you kind of forget how it feels to be in a cool room, forget how it is to stand on the start line. So that's what these last couple of weeks have been good for, and it's just building from here now, because I still need to knock a few seconds off that.
Last thing here, British champs in a couple weeks here. Can you explain to our American audience what your path to the team is? Because it's a little different. It's a little different than ours.
So as always, go top 2 with a standard or automatic, and then the 3rd spot's discretionary. If Josh hadn't gone and did what he did last year, I'd probably have a good stake at that 3rd spot, whereas he's pretty definite to have that, which means that we have to be top 2 if we have a standard at our trial, and there's not room for error, I don't think. So it becomes the American system, but with just 2 spots rather than 3.
All right. Well, thank you. Congrats
Thanks,
on
Matt.
the new PB.
Cheers. I'll take it.
Hey, I had you winning in my